Hi everyone, welcome back to the modern travel on success in business and life, the leader who had no title. In this session number 5 and part 7, we are going to discuss about the detail how to create that spark within you when the trouble and time create or build a great leaders. You love the acronyms I stated sincerely. The acronym is the SPARK, SPARK. Dude, I am happy you are happy. So let me get right into it. The S in SPARK stand for Speak with Candor. Speak with candor and leadership without a title has so much to do with being a pristine, truth-filled, and inspirational communicator. In topsy-turvy times, there is a natural tendency to hold back on candor. Speak in vague generalities. That means nothing but preserve the status quo and essentially take it away designed to perfect your turf. But the problem with communication like that is that it breeds mistrust. The people around you would rather hear the truth as to the way things really are than some plastic slogan that you do to avoid confronting reality. And let me also ask you how you can leverage the opportunity that massive change presents without speaking clearly, without about what is no longer working where you all need to go as a team and the direction you need to move in general as an organization. You can't, I responded easily. Right. And so communicating like that isn't showing any leadership whatsoever. I see people in business right now want to surround themselves with the people who tell it like it is, who are candid, who are frightened, and who are forthright, who are speculatively honest, delivering the naked truth and nothing but the naked truth, promotes trust and respect for you. Your customers know that they will get a straight talk from you. Your teammates know that you won't play games and you will know you are behaving with integrity and courage. Yes, that kind of bold communication is rare these days, but amid all the uncertainty, people do want to know where they stand. And they really do appreciate people who are willing to be courageous enough to speak their truth, even when it is difficult. A leader without a title always has the difficult conversations that weaker and less excellent people shy away from. They always communicate in a way that is strikingly direct and stunningly real. They are always the first ones who speak their truth, even when their voices shake and their palms sweat, because the truth is hard to say when who said it, who is the real leader. They lean into difficult conditions like the sky on the mountain peak. I noted, reflecting on Ty's main metaphor. That is it. I do like this one, Tommy, Ty said, and by the way, simply because the person you need to speak clearly to might not like what they are hearing or even really understand what you are saying is no excuse for not expressing yourself truthfully. An important part of showing a leadership is to more committed to speaking honestly than receiving the approval of others. He then glanced toward his friend. Tommy was looking pale again. He began to have trouble inhaling. Then he started to cough. He grew worried about him. This was the second time in a matter of hours that my mentor looked unwell. At our first meeting at the bookstore, Tommy radiated vitality despite his advanced age. At the cemetery early this morning, he was in the greatest of spirits and seemed to glow with good health. But at this moment, in the beyond sky shop, Tommy looked frail and sick. Everything okay, Tommy? I questioned quickly and carefully. I am not actually sure what is going on, Black. He admitted hesitantly. I looked concerned. We can stop if you would like to, Tommy. No, thanks, gentlemen. I am grateful for your thoughtfulness, but I will be fine. I want Blake to learn everything he needs to learn today. I really think he is the one who will do some speculator things with the LWP philosophy means leader without title philosophy and get our little known method to all the people in business and in the society who have to hear it. He promised me he would, and so it is really important that we continue. I am a man of my words, Tommy. I learned the importance of commitment when I joined the armed forces, and I am going to honor our pact. I confirmed. I know you will, my friend. Please just make sure you will tell as many people as you possibly can about the lead without a title philosophy. That way, they not only awaken their inner leader, but they in turn will inspire others to do the same. So let's continue. I will be fine. I noted, okay, an organization that has a culture where everyone is afraid to speak candidly is a place where people live amid delusion and fantasy. As I mentioned, how can you build a great company if no one's talking truthfully about what needs to improve and especially in tough times? It is essential not only to communicate effectively or impassively, but also to actually over communicate with each of your stakeholders. Over communicate with your teammates, over communicate with your supplier, over communicate with your customers. Listen intensely to how each one of these constituencies is feeling. This prevents rumors from starting and gossip from spreading. It keeps all your relationships flawless. Problems doesn't faster, misunderstanding don't grow, and people feel that you actually care about them and their concerns. By the way, related to all this is the importance of face time. FaceTime, I questioned. Yes, never send an email when you can meet someone in person. Leave your work area and go talk to your teammate when you need to discuss something or even to just reconnect. Break bread or at least spend quality time with your customers as much as you can. Don't hide behind technology when the personal touch is called for. And the final thing I will say about communication and speaking with candor is if that something is important to someone important to you, it should become important to you as well. Means if there is something important to someone and that someone is important to you, so it should become important to you as well. I like that idea, Time. If something important to someone important to me, it should become important to me as well. It is a great practice to follow, dude. It has helped me so much in running this shop. Some of my customers have been coming here for over 20 years. They will drive an hour out of their way just to give me their business. Loyalty like that. Anyway, I guess all I am really offering to you is that in times like these, you just can't communicate too much, and that one of the most important jobs of a leader without a title is to share accurate information and abundance of hope and an inspiration vision for better days to a scared organization. Be a professional communicator means share accurate and precise information and an abundance of hope and an inspiration vision for better days. That is just part of what you get paid to do because the organization is paying for you for that. Sometimes I wonder whether if I am too honest in my communication with the people I work with at the bookstore. I will offend them. I offered as I thought through ties teaching aloud. There is a difference between being candid and being rude. You have to understand the differentiate between the candid and rude, then black. Use your good judgment and simply remember you can say whatever you want so long as you say it with respect. Another means you can say everything what you want. It is important when you say it with respect. Another good line I acknowledged positively, and one that translate into excellent result within the workplace interjected Tommy as he flipped through a skying magazine, appearing to feel a little better. It is true, I continued. You can speak with the candor and Express all you really need to say to anyone so long as it is language in a way that is respectful and allows to listener to protect their self-worth. And that is really important. And that is really important for you to become a part of such things. You want to work further in any organization. So now here is the thing that so you have to respectful and allows the listener to protect their self-worth, and that is really important. Words can sting, man. People will remember something hurtful that was said to them 20 years after the event. Words have that much power, and yet most of us forget that we speak harshly and injure those around us through the loose use of our lips. We write things that can be unkind and use words that can insult. The best leader operates so differently from this. In every interaction, they remind people of their best and inspire people to be better. Superb leaders also imply encouraging, supportive, and positive words that provokes others into dazzling actions. Just look at what leaders like John F. Kennedy, Gandhi, Mandela, and Martin Luther King Jr. were able to do through the sheer power of their words. I never really thought of words having power. They really do. Your words can show people possibilities they never knew existed. Your word can make people feel happier about themselves. Your words can activate people to break through their limiting behaviors and work brilliantly during the most stressful days. Look back. If someone is making a lot of mistakes, the common way of dealing with them is to say, you are not doing a good job and things better improve. But that kind of communication discourage people. Yes, be candid and clear. Of course, be a strong leader. But why not say, I appreciate that you are putting in a lot of efforts and I do like to share some of the opportunity I see for you to take your performance to its next level. So what you have to do there, you have to transformulate your words, what you want to say, how to say the great leader like that. I appreciate that you are putting a lot of efforts and I do like to share some of the opportunities I see for you to take your performance to its next level. That is the great statement here. Most business people speak too negatively. They fall into the trap of thinking that they need to use tough talk to get big results. It is not true, but you will get so much more speaking encouragingly that you can say exactly what you need to say, but using uplifting words, it is all in the language. So what you have to do here, you have to use the uplifting words instead of negative because negative words cannot give you nothing. And master communicator understand that. And by the way, I should also mention that your words can influence your own state of being as well. Really? No doubt, the words that come out of your mouth determine how you feel. Calling some challenging scenario as disaster or disaster generates a specific emotional response within you. But happen what you speak out that generate the feelings inside you. Like if you call in some challenging scenario or disaster that generate an emotion inside you, the response, one completely different from characterizing it as interesting, because the disaster word cannot be interesting all the way or a platform for improvement. The language we use affect whether we respond to some setback optimistically or apathetically. And you should know that your words are really nothing more than your thoughts made verbal. Your language broadcasts your beliefs. What it do? It broadcasts your beliefs, and our beliefs drive our behavior, which is turn or which in turn create all of our results I spoke of. You, leaders without a title, are truly impeaceable with the words they use. They don't gossip, they don't complain, they don't condemn, and they never swear. The only words that they try their best to use each day are those that inspire, engage, and elevate others and themselves too. Not only those around them, but themselves again. Right, confirmed tie. So, watch every word you use. You will be surprised at how refining your leadership vocabulary improves your energy level, your passion for excellency, the pace of innovation, and the way you play the entire game. So, what you have to do finally, you have to choose the word in a manner that inspire, encourage, and elevate other people. If you do the same in return, it will come to you. Finally, the words coming out of your mouth also shape the words coming out of the mouth of everyone. The important thing that needs to remind what you can speak, the words come out from your mouth, the same word can come from the other's mouth too for you. So, for example, what need to come off the every around you, and because you influence others by your example. Words are viral, and so, by using the language of leadership, the whole culture of your organization improves. I should also mention that you will strengthen what you speak about. So, if you spend a lot of time grumbling and complaining about all the stress and changes that you are experiencing at work, you actually heighten the stress and change in your awareness. What you focus on grows, and where your words go, your energy flow. So, speaking about something amplifies it within your perception because you are giving your attention and energy to it. As the father of modern psychology, William James said, our experience is what we attend to. Really dig deep into that statement, dude. It is unbelievably. The statement is our experience is what we attend to. Who said? The father of modern psychology, William James. Our experience is what we attend. So it is unbelievably valuable. If you badmouth a colleague, you actually heighten those negative points in your thinking. If you continually complain about what is broken in your career or within your personal life, you will actually see more of the very things you most wish to avoid. Words have power. One thing you should keep in mind that words have power, so speak with intelligently and with intelligence. So leadership has a lot to do with developing a leadership vocabulary. I reiterate it to further integrate my learning. It does, it truly does, Black, make using world class language a top goal, and that brings me to the another acronym of the Spark, that is P. We will discuss that in the next session.